Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to do a full face of nothing new. The Sephora sale is starting in about a week, and I know that we're all about to get bombarded with Sephora sale content, and I will be making some too, so don't get me wrong, but I thought now would be a good time to do a full face of nothing new before all of the Sephora sale content starts coming. So that is today's video, and if you are new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty content here on my channel. I would love for you to subscribe, and let's get into the makeup. All right. For SPF, we're going to use Summer Fridays today. Trying really hard to use this one up, and I think I'm like 3/4 of the way done. Hopefully this one does not make my makeup pill today, because it's kind of like a 50-50 shot. Sometimes it does, sometimes it does fine. Hopefully today it works. All right, I'm also going to put some Laneige lip mask on my lips because my lips are dry. This is something I definitely want to get during the Sephora sale. Is they have the peppermint one that they come out with every single year. That one's my favorite one, and this Laneige balm, and they only do it at Christmas, and I buy the peppermint one every time, so that I know I will definitely be getting during the sale. For foundation, I figured we could use this one today. This is Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow. I have mine in the shade 1N06, and I love this foundation. I think I actually discovered this foundation last Sephora sale. Yeah, that's right, because it had just come out, and I love this foundation. It's one of my favorites in my collection for sure, especially if you have normal skin. I would say honestly any skin type other than extremely oily. I think even if you have like combo skin, you could probably wear this, but it definitely does have some glow to it, but I really like it. And this shade match for me is like spot on. I would say it's like a medium coverage, like at the most. And I honestly think unless you apply a lot of it, you kind of have to build it up to a medium coverage. So I would say this is more on like the light medium side to begin with. And then if you add a little bit more, I think you could get a pretty solid medium coverage, but I don't think you could get much more than that with this one. I'm gonna take what's left on the back of my hand here and just add a little bit more where I want a little more coverage. This foundation was surprising to me because typically something that has this much hydration and skincare in it typically is not like the longest lasting formula, but for some reason this foundation still lasts really well on me for the whole day, even though it's on the glowier side. For corrector, I'm going to use my Huda Beauty. This one is in Cherry Blossom. Love this. Mine was, when I pulled it out of the drawer, mine was already leaking again. It was like leaking all down the side right here. This thing just drives me nuts with that. I wish so bad there was a way to fix that, but it does not look like there is, because several of you have told me that yours leaks also, and I've even tried keeping mine sitting upright like this in the drawer, and it's still the same thing happens, so I don't know. I am just tapping that in with the BK Beauty Angie Kitten Paw Brush. This is A506, and just tapping that in. Good news is we do not have any pilling this time, which is a good thing, because sometimes that Summer Fridays SPF will make random things pill, but no pilling today. For concealer, I pulled out Kosas. This one is in 2.6C, and I actually love this shade. For me, it works really well. So speaking of Sephora sale content, what kind of content do you want to see? I'm gonna do a recommendations video, obviously. Probably will go live like the first day of the sale is what I'm thinking. But is there anything else you want to see? Like, do you want to see a haul when I get my stuff? Do you want to see like a try on haul, or do you want to see a haul and then a try on the next time? The hard thing about the hauls is I typically will go in store and then I'll also buy things online. And obviously the online order takes longer to get than the stuff that you get in the store. So if I film a haul right away, I can include the online stuff. Anyway, just kind of let me know, like what kind of content do you like around the Sephora sale? All right, I'm just blending a little bit first with my same foundation brush. Also, let me know if you are shopping the sale, if you have anything that you really want, let me know what it is. Honestly, this time around, I don't have a ton of stuff on my wish list. So honestly, I don't know how much I will buy from the sale. I know it's like famous last words. I say that and then I go in store and I come out with like 25 things that were not even on my radar at all. That's kind of what happens for me. I have a much bigger tendency to buy things when I go in the store as opposed to online. I'm much more hesitant to place like a really big online order. I don't know why. I think it's just, there's something about like seeing the products in person that gets me. You know, I don't know what it is. I think it's just more exciting. I really don't get much joy in placing an online order and then having to wait for it. I don't know why, but I definitely prefer shopping in store if I can. The only thing with that is unless you go to like a really, really big Sephora in like a bigger city, a lot of the smaller ones don't have all the stuff that they have online. So the selection's not as good, so then you do end up wanting to order online. I don't know. I just find that I always buy more when I go in the store. All right, I'm gonna use this product. I have just fallen back in love with this product. Not that I ever fell out of love with it, but I've been using other things in the last few months, but this stuff, the skin enhancer from Mario, like there is just nothing like it. It is just one of a kind, and whenever I go like a month or two and don't use it, and then I start using it again, I'm like, okay, why did I quit using this? It's just one of my favorite things ever. It's so good, you can't mess it up, and the color is perfect for me. This one is light medium. I do love his other bronzing product, the one that came out this summer, the bronzing and shaping serum. I love that one too, but this one is just, I don't know. There's just something about it I just love. And I'm using the F1 brush from Mario to apply this. All right, for blush, I really want to use this one from House Labs. This is the Color Fuse Glassy Cream Blush in Glassy Hibiscus. This is another one I was using in like every video. I was using this like every single day there for a while, but that is Glassy Hibiscus. Now these are, as you can probably tell, there are extremely, extremely glowy. So if you don't love that, you probably would not love these, but if you do like a really dewy, like glass skin kind of look, you will love these. And this color is my favorite. I also have Glassy Pomelo, which is more of like a peachy pink. I like that one too, but this one I think is my favorite. And then we're gonna apply some powder because we've got a lot of glow happening. I just love that color so much. All right, for powder, I'm gonna use this one, my Makeup Forever HD Skin. This one is in Corrective Rose, so it's like a light pink shade, but it's not really pink. It's barely pink. It has like a little bit of like a beigey pink undertone, but I'm gonna use some of this with the FO3 from Mario and just start setting. The difference that powder can make. It's crazy. I can't believe that Halloween is next week and November 1st is the day after, obviously. I just can't believe it. Are y'all Halloween people? I am not a Halloween person. I've just never really been that into it. I don't know. I don't really get the hype. That's just me. But I'm definitely not. I love fall and I love like pumpkins and leaves turning and all those kinds of things. But in terms of like being excited for Halloween and like dressing up and things, that's just never really been my thing. Let me know if you're a Halloween person or if you're not. I feel like you're kind of one or the other. You're either like very into Halloween or you like don't care at all. I'm kind of like, I don't care at all. To be honest, it's not really my thing, but to each their own. I'm gonna take the powder that was kind of left over in the lid here because this powder is nice. It has this thing that totally closes and opens, so the powder doesn't make a mess, which is very nice. But I'm gonna use what was left and kind of get it in the powder puff that comes with this powder and just like lightly set under my eyes. I already kind of set them a little bit when I went all over my face. I kind of went under the eye, but I didn't really get the whole area. I'm going to fill in my brows. It's so funny. I mentioned in one of my last few videos, I was asking if you wanted to see the brows in every video or if you wanted me to cut it out, and pretty much all of you said do not cut the brows out, so I will not. Thank you for the feedback. I just wasn't sure because sometimes I feel like maybe you don't want to see the brows because I mean, it's not like I change them up that often and I don't want to bore you to death, but I heard you loud and clear. You do not want the brows taken out. I am using NYX Micro Brow today just to kind of outline a little. I still think after all of the brow pencils that I've tried, and I've tried a lot of them, I still honestly think if I just had to pick one, it would have to be this one. Like this Micro Brow, I just don't think anything is better than this. The shades are great, the product is amazing, it's affordable, like, I don't know. I just don't think I'll ever stop using this one. Now I'm gonna take, you can probably guess what product I'm gonna use, and that is Build a Brow from Maybelline, and just adding a few little strokes with this, not much at all. And I'm just using the gel that comes in there and setting them in place. All right, I just applied the Rare Beauty eye primer. I just skipped through that because that's not that fun. But for the eyes, I kind of had trouble picking, but I pulled out this palette. Who remembers this palette? If you've been here, you would have had to be here a few years to remember this, but this used to be one of my favorite palettes. Is the Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes Easy Eye Palette, and I still have it. I still love this palette, but it's been a while since I used it, so I kind of want to use this today. All right, so what I love about this palette is you get two really warm shades, you get two cooler shades, you get a really light kind of highlighting shade, and then you get this dark black right here. So I just feel like you get a really good mix and you can really do anything you want with this palette. with just 6 colors. So usually what I like doing is taking this brown, which is the warmer one, and this gray right here. And I just kind of take a little bit of both just to get, you know, a little bit of both colors. And just use this as the crease shade. This formula from Charlotte Tilbury is really nice because it's kind of like a satin formula. It's not matte, but they're not shimmer shades either. They just have this little bit of a sheen to them. Like her matte she had in her holiday palette from last year. She had like that row of mattes up at the top. These are like that formula and they're really nice, really, really nice. I gotta clean my eye brushes because all of them are kind of looking a little dirty. I'm gonna take this Refer 13 and I'm gonna just go into the gray now. So this one there. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that in this outer part of the eye. And then just kind of pull it over a little bit into the crease. I think Charlotte Tilbury still sells this palette. I hope they do, because I would hope she would not get rid of this, because this is one of her best, in my opinion. All right, now I'm gonna take this shade here. It's kind of like an eggplant purple. And I'm gonna use a 210 brush with this from BK Beauty. And I'm basically just gonna apply this like very, very liberally, kind of on the lash line, like the outer half of this upper lash line. And then kind of just flick it out a little bit, not trying to be precise at all. And then I'm just gonna take that other brush we used earlier, the Refer 13, and just kind of blend these edges just a little. The finish of these shadows from Charlotte Tilbury makes this kind of thing pretty easy because they're not super opaque shadows. They have like a little bit of like a sheerness to them, but like not in a bad way. They're not opaque. But because of that, they're able to really blend out and you don't have to be like super precise with them. And then just going over again with the Refer 13. Then I'm gonna go into this cream color right here with a small little shader brush. And I'm gonna add this right here, kind of with my eye open in the inner corner and kind of meet it with that crease shade. This is just something I've been doing lately that I really like. Okay, I'm gonna take the first 2 shades we used, so the brown and the gray, and I'm gonna apply a little bit of both of those under or on my lower lash line. All right, I wasn't gonna add a glitter topper, but you know what? Actually, we are gonna do that. So I pulled out my I Need a Nude palette, and I'm gonna use this one right here, which is Delilah. It's one of the more like sheer topper shades. And I'm just gonna tap this in the center of the lid. How pretty is that? And then I'm gonna use Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal liner in the waterline, and this one is the shade Fig, which is a really beautiful purple. And I'm just gonna apply it on the top waterline. Curling my mascara. Oh my gosh, I just said curling my mascara. No, curling my lashes now. For mascara, I'm gonna use Eldridge, the Kitten Lash mascara. Did you guys see her new lipsticks? I really want to order a few of those and try them, but I was looking at the shades online. I always have a hard time picking lipsticks online. I haven't narrowed it down yet, but I'd really like to get a few of those to try out. This mascara is still going strong. This mascara has been open for quite a while now, and I cannot believe it has not gotten chunky. Formula has not dried out. It's still going strong. For a lip liner, I pulled out Charlotte Tilbury in Love Trap, which is another all-time favorite. So underrated from Charlotte Tilbury. And then I pulled out another Charlotte Tilbury favorite, which is the lipstick in Very Victoria. And just for a little bit of a gloss, I've been doing this lately. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler in Nudie. And it's a really light nudie gloss, but it kind of tones down, not tones down, but it kind of pulls any lip together, I find. So I've been adding it with a lot of things lately. All right, this is the finished full face of Nothing New. I hope you enjoyed this. I just thought this would be a good video to do right now because, like I said, Sephora sale is starting in about a week, and I know we're all gonna see tons and tons of Sephora sale content, which I love, and it's always fun. I always look forward to the Sephora sale, but I thought this would be good to kind of throw in before we see all of that content. So I hope you enjoyed it. All the products I used will be listed and linked for you in the description box as always. They are affiliate links and they do support me and this channel if you use them, so thank you so much. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1, and I will see you again very soon. Remember, simply be you.